Apparently the Congress party, viewers, is seeing some really bad days, or must be. Even a has-been like Mani Shankar Aiyar has the temerity now to call out the Congress party's high command and get away with it. It's not respect for democracy that keeps the Congress from expelling Mani Shankar Aiyar, but the lack of moral authority. Only when you know you're absolutely right can you act against somebody, viewers. How, after all, can anyone silence the voice of undiluted honesty? Listen in to what Mani Shankar Aiyar has been saying. He says he has very little faith in the Congress party as it stands and as it is governed by the Rahulian consensus or the Rahulian model. He believes in the Rajivian model, which he says the communists in this country are upholding, and therefore Mr. Aiyar believes that the left should win in Kerala, even though he's a congressman and even though he wouldn't like that. He still says that he would like to see the left win because they are actually following Congress Dharma as laid down by Rajiv Gandhi. In Bengal, viewers, Mamata Banerjee's party, the TMC, is busy retweeting and reposting articles that were written championing the cause of Mamata Banerjee to be the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition bloc. In Assam, there's a leadership crisis in Congress, with former Assam Congress chief Bhupen Bora deciding to quit the party. Down in the south, another ally in Tamil Nadu, Stalin, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, DMK boss, says no power sharing in the state with the Congress, take it or leave it. But it's Mani Shankar Aiyar who has captured the imagination above all these others. Because Mani Shankar Aiyar might be a bit player in the Congress, but that doesn't mean that his assessment is faulty. And that bitter truth, even if the Congress tries, cannot be denied. When Aiyar says that the hallowed Congress decision-making system, which was consensus-driven, has been reduced to a Rahulian forum for fawning yes men, merely nodding along with the chosen scion of the party as he lurches from one half-baked idea to the next. Now, viewers, the Congress can't really find fault with Mr. Aiyar. They can say that he doesn't matter, that we don't know who Aiyar is, as they have said. Because after all, with what intellectual muscle Mr. Aiyar is asking, can rowdies, not my words, his words, like the KC Venugopals of the world and tattoos, his word, not my word, viewers, tattoos are donkeys really. He's saying, how can KC Venugopals and tattoos like Pavan Verma of the world hold their own against Rahul Gandhi's half-baked opinion? In fact, Aiyar believes that the left in Kerala is doing a better job of upholding what he refers to as the Rajivian model that he served, that he empathizes with. Listen in.
This government they think that they are a Marxist government. They are actually a Rajivian government. They are better implementing Rajiv Gandhi's 64th Amendment and Mani Shankar Aiyar's 73rd Amendment as the intellectual legatee of Rajiv Gandhi after his assassination. So, why shouldn't I want to see them in power?
Personally, you are a part of Congress or not right now?
I don't know. You tell me that Pavan Khera has announced that I'm expelled. Well, let me tell you that today I'm expelling Pavan Khera from my life. And it is for Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi or Mallikarjun Kharge to throw me out of the party. I don't think Pavan Khera can do it.
Why you are targeting KC Venugopal?
Because he is the worst organizing secretary the Congress party has ever had. He's a rowdy.
He's a rowdy. These are very close associates of Rahul Gandhi. And Aiyar isn't alone in criticizing the Congress and its leadership. In Bengal, there is open chatter about Mamata Banerjee as a national alternative. The TMC is busy posting articles that were written by Mr. Sanjay Baru, a former journalist, or a current serving journalist, or what have you, but former advisor rather, to the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh. In Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin ruled out power sharing. In Assam, leadership questions persist. This is not just dissent, it signals erosion. The Congress may dismiss Aiyar as yesterday's man, but the question he raises echo far beyond his one voice, as it is clear from the others who are raising these questions. He's calling people like K.C. Venugopal and others tattoos and rowdies, etc., etc. Mr. Poonawalla, what is going on in the Congress party? And the Congress party obviously has no answers to give, because somewhere, maybe, I don't know, he appears to be right because there are others echoing him.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I often say this: Mani Shankar Aiyar is the national level Sanjay Raut, and Sanjay Raut is the Mani Shankar Aiyar of Maharashtra state Sanju comes from. But today, Rahul, let me give in to you. And I heard your introduction. You said maybe the assessment is faulty of the Congress and Sanjay Raut, Mani Shankar Aiyar, Freudian slip. Mani Shankar Aiyar is speaking the truth. If he's speaking so much of the truth, and my friend Sanju is smiling, do you accept all his truths about the other things that he said, including about the Honorable Prime Minister? And now you've known me, Abhijit's known me. I've always called this snake out, Mani Shankar Aiyar. But let me just tell you one thing about Mani Shankar Aiyar. Congress should send him a bouquet of flowers, because every time Mani Shankar Aiyar opens his mouth and he makes a prediction, the opposite happens. So now that he's predicting that under the leadership of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Congress will lose Kerala, Congress should send him a bouquet of flowers, because Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is the MP from there. Congress is going to sweep. One last thing about Mani Shankar Aiyar. He's such a mass leader that, see, 2014 elections were, again, between two groups. Tamil Nadu is between two groups. There's DMK and Congress, AIDMK and BJP, or maybe three groups. In a group of two, the man came fourth in 2014. He lost the 2009 elections, which Congress swept in Tamil Nadu. He's such a mass leader. So Mani Shankar Aiyar can keep his predictions. Congress should send him a flower, and BJP should not laugh too much. The man talks anything. He's like the Subramaniam Swami also of the BJP.
But you know, Tehseen Poonawalla, if loss is any indicator of marginalization and so forth, then Rahul Gandhi leads those sweepstakes. He has tried to lead the Congress back into power for 3 elections now.
Yeah, but it's increased now, the tally 99 under KC.
No, I'm only asking you, sir. It doesn't matter, has he won?
I agree.
The national level.
I agree.
So then he's as marginal to the Congress scheme of things as Mani Shankar Aiyar.
No, because under Rahul and KC Venugopal, the margin went up from 50 odd to 90.
Doesn't matter, sir. They lost, right?
Again,
it's that same example.
And I agree, a lot of things the Congress has to reflect. I'm not moving a minute away from that.
No, so if you're not moving a minute away from that, then so in one way you're conceding that Mani Shankar Aiyar and Rahul Gandhi start at the same plane.
Can I make one point? You know, when the Congress's downfall started in the CWG games, and who was the snake that started on the CWG games? Not BJP, not Anurag Thakur. It was Mani Shankar Aiyar as sports minister who took on Sheila Dikshit and the then Congress MP and CWG chairperson. Not the BJP. BJP came in much later. Mani Shankar Aiyar, who did he not? He didn't fight. He fought with the Ambanis. He fought with Mani Shankar Aiyar. Fought with everyone. The man needs help. I'm seriously telling you. This man, as petroleum minister, he fought with the Ambanis. He fought with the.
So you're basically saying
he's a man. He's a guy who needs help.
He's a raver. He just raves and rants.
No, rave is a good thing. Raving is a good thing. This guy is a rager. He just rages on everyone. Okay. Raving is good. You're peacefully raving, enjoying the music. He's raging on everyone.
Okay, so, let me ask, Sanju Verma, why do we care about some person who's so absolutely inconsequential in the Congress that even the Congress doesn't take it seriously? And you've heard what people are saying from the Congress, that he doesn't matter really. He's fundamentally just somebody who lost his marbles or what have you. I mean, there's Tehseen who's saying all sorts of things. I'm not sitting here and trying to stand in judgment of Mani Shankar Aiyar, but why are you paying so much attention? Why has the BJP made him into a cause célèbre?
You know, Rahul, before coming on your debate, I thought I'm going to use a very flowery vocabulary, given that, you speak the Queen's English. But here we are debating tattu versus fattu. If Pawan Khera is TATTU tattu, then you have Jairam Ramesh who is FATTU fattu. But beyond the tattu and fattu debate, let's just, let me come back to something more pertinent. I can, see Abhijit Aiyar Mitra laughing. I'm sure that is in agreement with me. Uh, there's this famous quote by Confucius: the man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, but the man who does not ask a question is a fool for a lifetime. And I think, while I'm no fan of Mani Shankar Aiyar, I don't need to state that explicitly. The fact of the matter is that today he stirred the hornet's nest. And why do I say so? Because the fact of the matter is, we now know that K.C. Venugopal is a R-O-W-D-Y rowdy. K.C. Venugopal, who the hell is he? Says Mani Shankar Aiyar. He says Congress is a party of competing scorpions. Basically, crab mentality. I don't care if I go up or not, but I will ensure I will pull others down. And I think that is at the heart of the Congress's problem. That is precisely the reason why the Congress has lost 3 Lok Sabha elections under the tutelage of Rahul Gandhi. That is precisely the reason Congress has not won a single assembly election after June 2024. We had elections in Maharashtra, Haryana, Delhi, Jammu Kashmir, Bihar, Jharkhand. The Congress won zilch, and the BJP won 4 out of 6 assembly elections with a strike rate of 67%. But today I don't wish to quote data because that is out there in the public domain. I just wish to say this on your show. We had the 1907 Congress split between the moderates and the extremists within the Congress party. Then you had the famous 1969 split between the old guard and the new guard. That time the new guard was supposedly led by Indira Gandhi and the old guard led by Morarji Desai. And then Rahul, for somebody like you who's a keen follower of politics, between 1994 and 1999, you had the likes of G.K. Mupner, P.A. Sangma, Sharad Pawar, Mamta Banerjee exiting from the Congress party. That was the biggest split ever. And I say this today on your show, come 2027, the Congress will once again split vertically down the middle because people have now realized Rahul Gandhi se na ho paega.
Okay.
So while we can lampoon Mani Shankar Aiyar, the key message he has sent is Rahul Gandhi se na ho paega.
So let me ask Abhijit Aiyar Mitra, is there substance beyond the modicum of Schadenfreude that it arouses, these statements that he has made?
Look, Mani Shankar Aiyar has always been very vicious and always he's been very entertaining as well. Let's not forget that. Viciousness can be very entertaining. There's a reason you love Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians. Most people I know pitch for Cruella de Vil and they don't pitch for the 101 Dalmatian puppies. Yeah. That said, there is some truth to what Mani Shankar says and there is some hyperbole to it. K.C. Venugopal is not the one you want to be targeting on this because he has actual ground following. He is actually very powerful on the ground. He has his own constituency. He brings his own votes. There are, however, the rest of Rahul's cabal are in fact complete wastrels who have zero traction on the ground, no political relevancy. Take Manikam Tagore from Tamil Nadu, for example, very close to Rahul Gandhi. He won't even win a colony RWA election had he not gotten support from the DMK. That said, I think, he is saying everything that's true about Rahul, but I want him to also introspect a bit about himself. He needs to understand what Manikam Tagore is to Rahul Gandhi. He was to Rajiv Gandhi. He was never capable of winning his own Mayiladurai constituency ever. Had it not been for support from the ADMK or DMK, he would have never won that constituency. What did he ever bring? I mean, he got sacked from the petroleum ministry because he was trying to, usurp some powers of the foreign ministry. And that crossed a line under Manmohan Singh and he got sacked. See, the issue is you can say what you want, but when your actions also cross into dangerous territory of extra constitutionality, trying to take away the foreign ministry's power and things like that, this is a problem. Now, the larger question here is, the Congress has a very, very severe human resources management problem. Modi might have sidelined many, many people, but he never shows disrespect to them. He goes to them on their birthdays, he'll touch their feet, the elder leaders, and he will always keep them in good humor. What did it take for anybody in the Congress to manage Mani Shankar Aiyar, massage his ego, go there, talk to him, treat him like a veteran leader, which he is in the party? For all his faults, he was a veteran leader in your party. It reflects very badly on the Congress's personal management skills, that you keep losing all your big leaders one after the other to the BJP or some regional party.
Okay.
And even what is left, you're not willing to learn your lessons and manage them properly.
Okay. Sanjeev Srivastava, I'll just come to you, Sanju Verma. I'll just come to you.
And sorry, just one last point. We should never say that Mani Shankar Aiyar is independently vicious. Remember when he made the Chaiwala comment about the Prime Minister, he was applauded by Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi 2 days later acknowledged him at the party's national conference,
Yeah. Yes.
backed him.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I
Also,
remember.
why is he punished, whereas other people who are also equally responsible for the Congress losing votes, like Sam Pitroda, keep getting re-entry after re-entry after re-entry after re-entry?
There's a point there, Sanjeev ji. I just 1 second, Sanju Verma. I'll just bring you in. Just let Sanjeev ji also just weigh in. Look, Mr. Aiyar is not alone. In all fairness to him, no one's a fan. And perhaps there's a certain bumptious element to him. He's probably a bit arrogant, perhaps thinks that even now he's a somebody and, entitled to feel that way. But the fact is that he's not alone, Sanjeev ji. There are others who are also raising questions about A, leadership of the Congress, and B, the Congress party's high command and the people that are today populating it. So this is not a conversation we are having in isolation. If I were just to take a leaf out of Sanjay Baru's book, you have that clearly.
So, Rahul, there are two things, frankly. One is the problems which beset Congress party. Its lack of its organizational heft, like Abhijit said, the lack of its man management or personnel skills, or the overall issues why they keep losing elections, like Sanju said, since mid 24, no assembly election has been won. So that's a separate set of issues. And I think nobody in their right mind will disagree that Congress needs some serious heavy lifting from inside to play a more relevant role, let's say, in Indian political space. But to equate, like you did at one stage, equate a Rahul Gandhi with
Mani Shankar Aiyar.
Mani Shankar Aiyar. That is also a very imaginative, I would say. Mani Shankar Aiyar, like everybody before me has pointed out, is not a political heavyweight by a mile. And his problem is that he thinks of himself, he's well read, he has studied abroad, he's very articulate, good language skills, but he is burdened by his own so-called intellectual heft. And that lands him into one problem after another, because he thinks that he has been, justice is not being done to him, he deserves much more, and things like that. That's his problem.
So you're saying that he is a motivated actor on the stage. He's taking it out because he's been kind of sort of sent into retirement.
Because it's not my
Rahul Gandhi, 40 years down the line.
He's a frustrated old man.
Okay, frustrated old man. Okay, frustrated old man. I think
Rahul Gandhi, 40 years down the line.
His Chaiwala
Mani Shankar
comment
Aiyar
with
is what
Abhijit.
Rahul Gandhi will look like 40 years down the line.
I need to make a quick point here.
okay, quick point. Yeah.
Yes. The quick point is this, I'm reminded of this famous quote by Albert Einstein where he said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting a different result every time. And the Congress party does not seem to have learned any lessons whatsoever. They continue with the same old product, a product called Rahul Gandhi, which is well past its expiry date, but they expect a different result. in brackets victory every time, whereas what they get is a debilitating loss. And I just want to say one very important thing here.
but
JP Nadda has repeatedly said, Congress के पास न नीति है, न नियत है, न नेतृत्व है. You don't have a policy. You don't
well,
have
I mean,
a
I don't
leadership
expect the
intent.
BJP. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it's a bit unfair.
No, Rahul, you are interrupting me. Can I just finish,
Rahul,
please?
can I-
And I want to end by saying one thing what Hardik Patel said. Hardik Patel said, कांग्रेस में यदि आप 300 किलोमीटर जाओगे राहुल गांधी के लिए चिकन सैंडविच खरीदने, आपको प्रमोशन मिलेगी.
Okay.
बट जमीनी कार्यकर्ता यदि काम करेगा राहुल गांधी के लिए, उसके पास कोई वक्त नहीं है.
Okay, very
This
quickly.
sums up the ecosystem.
Fair enough.
The Darbari
Quick one. Tehseen Punala. Quick one, and I want to move on.
Let me just give you the data. In 2009, when Congress swept the elections, including Tamil Nadu, Mani Shankar Aiyar lost. But let me say something more. Today, I think everyone will agree with me on this panel, if KC Venugopal offers Mani Shankar a Rajya Sabha today, this same Mani Shankar Aiyar who's calling KC Venugopal names will come and start singing praises of KC Venugopal.
Right.
He calls himself a Rajivian. Look at the language he used for the late Prime Minister on a YouTuber's channel.
That's true.
Mani Shankar Aiyar is nobody's. ये खुद का नहीं है. ये रॉ आरडब्ल्यूए के इलेक्शन जीतना बहुत दूर की बात है. ये अपने बिल्डिंग के अंदर अपने अपार्टमेंट में इलेक्शन नहीं जीत पाएगा.
Okay, well,
But
viewers,
this is the same
no
Mani
one
Shankar
doubts,
Aiyar
no
you
one doubts
applauded.
that Mani
This is
Shankar
the
Aiyar
same
politically,
Mani Shankar Aiyar you guys
there is no doubt that Mani Shankar Aiyar politically is well past his sell-by date, well past, viewers. It's only his intellectual arrogance that keeps him in the play, and he's entitled to his views.
Rahul, we are still debating him
Okay.
on your widely watched show.
Yes.
So his comments must mean
So
something.
his
right?